Honorable Chair, I rise to report that a quorum does exist for the Special Select Committee to commence business.
Thank you so very much. It has been reported that a quorum do exist for the Special Select Committee to commence business. Good afternoon, honorable members, council and team, secretary as well. Good afternoon, Ms. Bensouda. Welcome again for the second day. The committee is commencing sitting at 1:30 today. As communicated, I will have to hand over you to Counsel for continuation of your testimony that we started yesterday. Counsel, quickly can we go ahead? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Good afternoon, Ms. Bensouda. Welcome back to the National Assembly. Just to pick up from where we left off yesterday, I would ask the Secretariat to furnish the witness with MOJ 3K. Additionally, the Secretariat has furnished you with SSC 1. Bensouda, are both exhibits before you?
I have exhibit SS1. I've also been shown in a bundle, but it's referred to as MOJ3K, I think, marked as MOJ3K.
It's a letter dated the 24th of July, 2017.
MOJ3K.
Yes, and it's addressed to the Honorable Attorney General.
Yes.
At the end of proceedings yesterday, we were looking at SSC1 vis-a-vis MOJ3K. And you had asked whether a question was forthcoming. And I guess the question is, after comparing the two, MOJ 3K and SSC 1, if you turn to page 2 of SSC 1, and equally turn to page 3 of MOJ 3K, there's reference to team on both documents. My question is whether the senior associate referred to in SSC 1 is the same person referred to in MOJ 3K. So when, after discussions with the Minister of Justice, and an engagement letter was issued by you, what was your understanding of the appointment? Was it a firm of corporate lawyers, which is Amie Bensouda and Co., that was appointed, or were you appointed in your personal capacity? Kindly,
Can we get the mic closer to the witness, please?
yes, you were saying you had answered the question. Yes. What was the follow-up? You had mentioned something else about. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Counsel, I'm not sure the mic is operating. Can IT help us, please?
Honorable Chair. Okay, before that, Honorable Chair, perhaps Ms. Bensouda, if you could just repeat your answer for the record.
I said the question was put to me yesterday, and my answer was that I was appointed in my personal capacity. The answer hasn't changed. I was appointed in my personal capacity.
Thank you. Honorable Chair, I wish to move on to another line of questioning, but I did receive instructions to defer back to the high table before proceeding, so the button is back to you.
All right, thank you, Counsel. Quickly, I think, Honorable, you have questions for the member as well regarding yesterday, the line of questioning for her testimony. I can give Honorable to ask questions before we get there. All right.
Counsel, before I proceed with the question, I just wish to be guided. Would you later touch on the engagement letter?
Which engagement letter? They both exhibits are engagement letter.
The one dated
The 24th?
24th July.
In some respect, but not, you can proceed with your question.
Thank you very much, Counsel. Welcome, Ms. Bensouda.
Thank you.
Yes, I will refer you to MOJ 3K.
3K.
Yes, MOJ 3. Earlier on, you did respond to Counsel that you were appointed in your personal capacity.
Yes.
I would ask that you add context to that statement for the understanding of the committee.
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
You did respond to Counsel
Yes,
that your appointment as lead counsel to the Janneh Commission was in your personal capacity.
yes,
And I know the main reason counsel asked you that is because you are also a partner in AB Associates, AB and Co rather.
yes.
So now, if you say you were appointed in your personal capacity, what I'm simply asking for, if you can further enlighten the committee on that. What do you mean?
My appointment letter was shown to me. I think it, the letter of 12th July appointing me. And it's quite clear that I was being appointed in my personal capacity as Amie Bensouda.
Which means Amie Bensouda is a separate entity from Amie Bensouda and Co.
If I'm being appointed in my personal capacity, Amie Bensouda and Co. is a limited partnership. It means it's registered. There are two partners. They are separate. The partnership, limited partnership, is separate from the partners, the people who make up the partnership. That's why it's a limited partnership. But as I said, the appointment letter was clear. I was being appointed, not the law firm. If the law firm is being appointed, it would say that Amie Bensouda and Co. LP, that is our title, it's in the heading, Amie Bensouda and Co. LP, is being appointed.
Which means, if at all there will be any acceptance to that offer, the acceptance should have been in your personal capacity, right?
There was an acceptance, and it was in my personal capacity.
I will get to that. I'm asking, if at all there would be an acceptance to that offer, it should have been in your personal capacity.
I believe the acceptance was in my personal capacity. So,
No, the question I ask is not trying to tell whether it was in your personal capacity or not. I'm asking what should have been done. That's why I'm asking, if at all there should have been an acceptance to that letter, it would have been in your personal capacity, right?
I don't understand your question. Because it's not a hypothetical situation. I was appointed.
Yes, the question...
I was appointed, and I was appointed in my personal capacity. So the question of whether, if at all, it should have been done, this cannot arise because this
Miss Bensouda.
I don't understand your
Miss
question.
Bensouda, yesterday you told counsel something which was very right. You said you are a witness of the committee.
Yes.
The committee asks questions and you answer. If you don't understand a question, respectfully, I will repeat it. But you cannot in any way direct the way and manner in which I would ask a question, whether it be hypothetical or explicit. And what I ask is very simple. There was an offer made to you, and you did confirm that that offer, acceptance to that offer, would it be in your personal capacity?
My answer is there was an acceptance. My answer is there was an acceptance, and I made the acceptance in my personal capacity.
You stand by that?
Yes,
fine.
I
Now,
stand by that. Yes.
Can you make reference to the acceptance you made in your personal capacity? Can you refer the committee to that acceptance?
There is a cover letter and an engagement letter. There's an engagement letter dated 24th July 2017 in the bundle of documents which I provided, and that is your MOJ 3K, and it's accompanied by a cover letter. I forwarded MOJ 3A with a cover letter.
My apologies, Ms. Bensouda. If you could guide the committee which bundle the exhibit you're referring to.
I can guide you. Check on these documents 9 to 12. I have all the documents in front of me. Just check the one reference 9 to 12. We have that as volume 3. And the cover letter she's referring to should be the third page. And the engagement letter should be the fourth one, which we refer to as MOJ 3K. Is that correct, Ms. Bensouda?
Yes, it is.
You may proceed.
Now, in the engagement letter, which is entitled Engagement Letter, Commissioner, that's MOJ 3K. Engagement Letter, Commission of Inquiry into the Financial Activities of Public Bodies as regards their dealings with former President Yahya Jammeh and connected matters. Thank you for your instructions in your letter dated 12 July 2017 in relation to my appointment as lead counsel in the above-mentioned commission. I write to confirm the basis on which I have agreed that I will act as counsel.
Okay, you may stop there.
Yes.
Now let's compare the two documents. Your submission and the one we reference as MOJ 3K.
I was reading from MOJ 3K. You want me to?
No, I want us to compare at face value.
Compare it with what?
You are reading from your submission, right?
No, I'm reading from MOJ 3K, which is the same as the letter, the engagement letter in the bundle.
In the bundle?
Yes.
Okay, so now you are reading from MOJ 3K, right?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, there'll be no need for a comparison. Let's look at MOJ 3K.
Yes.
You can notice that MOJ 3K on top bears the seal of Amie Bensouda and Co.
It has the
seal of Amie Bensouda and Co. Is that correct?
the seal.
Yes.
The one I have is not sealed.
That's why I said, let us compare the two. Your own submission is coming from a plain paper.
MOJ 3K is not sealed.
Can I look at the book you are having?
MOJ 3K is the exhibit I was given by the Secretariat. Can you collect it, please, for the attention of the honorable member?
Does it have the letterhead of Amie Bensouda and Co? MOJ 3K, the one you are reading
yes,
from?
it does.
It does.
Yes.
Turn to the last page of MOJ 3K, where it says, yours faithfully, Amie Bensouda and Co. LP. You signed. That signature there, was it in your personal capacity or an associate partner of Amie Bensouda and Co?
I signed and my Janneh Bensouda. And after that, it states the engagement of Mrs. Amie Bensouda.
My question is very simple. I asked, your signature there, is it in your personal capacity as Amie Janneh Bensouda, or is it in your capacity as an associate partner in AB and Co?
Honorable member,
Fofana.
I'm trying to. I believe you are an honorable member as well. So I don't think I'm wrong.
You are right.
I'm trying to answer your question, if I may be allowed to answer your question. You asked the question, I'm answering it, please. If I may be allowed to answer my question.
Ms. Bensouda, with due respect
yes,
and all fairness, but one thing which we wouldn't take is to avoid answering the question directly. My question is very simple and explicit. In the final page, you are seeing yours faithfully, Amie Bensouda and Co. And your letter of acceptance, the letter you sent, bears the letterhead of Amie Bensouda and Co. That's why I asked you, the signature you made on this letter, was it in your personal capacity as Amie Bensouda and Co., or is it in your capacity as an associate partner?
I signed. You're asking about the signature. I signed, and underneath the signature, I wrote my full name, Amie Bensouda. The engagement of Mrs. Amie N.D. Bensouda on the above terms is agreed. So I signed as Amie Bensouda in my personal capacity. That is the capacity in which I was offered the appointment. The contents of the letter are clear. Whatever opinion any person holds, the honorable members of the panel hold, is neither here nor there. So please, I really don't think it is right that I come here and be badgered, as we call it in court. I'm here to help the committee, not here to exchange opinions. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bensouda. Just to react to that statement, first, we, as a committee, we will accord you all the respect and all the time for you to explain yourself.
Thank you.
But you know, as members of the committee, normally in parliamentary proceedings, committees, we don't used to have councils to do all this. These are members of the committee that will take charge to ask questions where necessary, and of course also ask supplementary questions where necessary. And I think what the member is doing, for me, I think is not wrong. He's just trying to get facts from you. Now, the question that he asked, now you responded that in your own capacity that you have signed.
It's of no consequence. That's my answer. Now, if any member of the panel believes that that is a wrong answer, that's not a problem for me. That's a problem for when you come to write your report, perhaps. But I, as a witness, cannot be told that no, what I'm saying is not so. They have a different opinion. That's not what I am here for.
Yes, Ms. Bensouda, I get you right. Like I said, now what we are doing here,
Yes.
you were the one responding to questions.
Yes.
And then for you to better explain what had happened is for you to tell, when the question came from him, he just wanted to confirm why was it on the farm's letterhead. So if that explanation is clear, I'm sure we'll be done with this. So just for the member to clarify on his part as well, Honorable, quickly before you. No, I'm not. Is it going to be? Is it related to what?
It's very related
Okay.
to him and what the witness is also trying to communicate. That is to say, I think we need to make this very clear. The witness is not being invited. Instead, she is being summoned by the committee. So let it not look like we invited her to appear before us. She's been summoned to appear before this very committee.
Quickly, yes.
Yes, thank you, Chair. And Ms. Bensouda, for all intents and purposes, I wouldn't cross-examine you, and I do not have that intention to. And I have no intentions as well to pass on my personal opinion. All we are after is clarity, and we appreciate the fact that your coming is to assist the committee in the execution of our job. But at the end of the day, the committee will make a decision, and that decision entirely depends on your submission. So I think, on the contrary, it should be appreciated if we ask questions to elucidate further clarity on facts that are presented to you. And Honorable Chair, you can reassure the witness that the committee would not do anything that is outside the provisions of law. And our sole intention is to ensure that we establish the facts. The questions might be inconvenient, but at the end of the day, the motive is to help you. Because at the end of the day, it will be based on your submissions that will guide the report we are going to write. So, Honorable Chair, if you would allow me to proceed, I want to. I saw Counsel, he wanted to interject. Do you still want to? Yes, you may.
Yes,
before I proceed.
if I can, I just, Ms. Bensouda, the committee was given a mandate by the National Assembly, and your being here as a witness of fact is to clarify a few things, that some doubts that the committee has, but also to serve as an advisor. Of course, your extensive experience is not lost on us. So sometimes it may seem confrontational when questions come from the high table, but you are assured that they are not ill-intended and the questions are put in good faith. I just wanted to make that statement. I'm not sure whether it helps.
Thank you, Counsel.
Yes, thank you.
Honorable, proceed, please.
Thank you, Chair. So, Ms. Bensouda, your response is you were appointed in your personal capacity, but you admit that your acceptance was in the letterhead of your firm, but of no consequence, right?
Yes, the letterhead is of no consequence.
But can we agree on something, that these questions I'm asking right now would not have come up if at all you did not use the letterhead of your firm?
It would appear so.
Which means they would not have come up.
No, it would appear they would not have come up because it would not arise.
Thank you. Then we may proceed, Ms. Bensouda. Chair, I just have one. How were you processing your payments? How are you making requests for payments? Were they done in your personal capacity, or were you equally using the letterhead of your firm to request for payments from the ministry?
I don't know. I don't handle payments, but I assume that the firm would issue an invoice. That's what I assume would have happened. But I don't handle payment. We have an accounting department.
So, Chair, for the purpose of clarity, I would apply that Ms. Bensouda make a submission to the committee with regards to the fee notes which were submitted to the ministry in respect of payments. Yes.
All right. Thank you so very much.
Still on the engagement letter. But before the engagement letter, let me shift. You did refer to a cover note that was in your submission with reference.
Yes, a cover letter.
Folio 165. Dated on the 22nd of August 2017.
Yes.
Can you explain the purpose of that letter?
It was to convey the engagement letter as the contents indicate. Please find enclosed a draft engagement letter which you are required to sign for our records.
And it was dated when?
22nd August 2017.
And it was supposed to serve as a convoy to the engagement letter.
It was supposed to serve as a cover note to the engagement letter.
Ms. Bensouda, then I would guide you to MOJ 3K again.
I see it.
Would it be right to say that MOJ 3K is the engagement letter?
Yes, it says so.
And would it be right to say that Folio 165 was supposed to serve as a conveyor to MOJ 3K?
It was a cover letter to MOJ 3K.
And what is the date on MOJ 3K?
24th July
24th July 2017.
2017, yes.
Can you help the committee to reconcile that inconsistency? The convoy is dated on the 22nd of August 2017, and the engagement letter, it was supposed to serve as a cover to is dated the 24th of July 2017.
Can I explain the what? Please repeat your
Folio
question.
165.
Please repeat your question.
Folio 165
Yes.
is the cover note
Yes.
dated on the 22nd of August 2017.
Yes.
Supposed to serve as a conveyor to the engagement letter, which is
I
dated.
don't understand your use of the word conveyor. Perhaps.
Then let's go back and start it all over again.
As I said, it's a cover letter. It's a cover letter forwarding MOJ 3K.
Good. Still the same.
Yes. It's
The
a
cover letter that
forwarding,
was
yes.
supposed to what?
It was
Forward.
forwarding MOJ 3K.
3K.
That's what it says. Please find and close the draft engagement letter which you are required to sign for our records.
Yes. Now what I'm saying is
Yes.
the cover letter was
Yes.
dispatched on the 22nd of August 2017.
It was dated 22nd August 2017. It might have been dispatched after that, but it was dated 22nd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whereas the engagement letter was dated on the 24th of July 2017.
Yes. I don't understand. I
How
don't
is that
understand the-
possible? How does the engagement letter comes before the cover letter itself? When the cover letter was supposed to be used as a means to forward the engagement letter.
Yes, the engagement letter was prepared.
Mhm.
When it was prepared, it was dated 24th July 2017.
Mhm.
I'm sure there was some delay in sending it.
Mhm.
When it was being sent, it was actually sent on the 22nd of August 2017.
It was sent on the 22nd of August 2017.
Yes, after it was prepared.
Okay, still now let's
So I
remain.
don't understand the question.
No, we'll understand very soon. Let's still stick to MOJ 3K. Now let's go to the last page of MOJ 3K. On the last page of it, it was signed off by the Solicitor General and Legal Secretary, Chorno Marena, on the 17th of July 2017. So now, assuming that it was forwarded on the 22nd of August, how comes the Solicitor General signed it on the 17th of July 2017?
I think I have explained this in my statement. I'll explain it again. If you look at the cover letter dated 22nd August 2017, which you have referred to as folio 165, you will see that in the second paragraph, I stated, please note that I commenced work on the 17th July 2017, part-time, trying to put a system in place, and full-time from the 24th July 2017 to prepare for public hearing. So the period of my contract does not coincide with that of the commission. You'll note that I have put a cap of 5 months on the contract. And the Solicitor General, when he was signing, put 17 July 2017 as the effective date of the contract, because in my cover letter, I indicated that that was the date on which I started work.
So are you saying that the Solicitor General backdated it?
You can put it that way, yes. In line with my request that I started work on the 17th of July. So he dated it 17th of July, as this would be important for accounting purposes. I'm sure that is why he did that.
But does it mean to say that you started work before the finalization of the engagement letter, which is your acceptance between you and MOJ, Ministry of Justice?
Yes, I started work because I was appointed on the 12th July. I started work on the 17th July. So I started, after I started, that's when I prepared the engagement letter, and I sent it so that the engagement could be formalized. The purpose of the engagement letter is to formalize the engagement, set out the terms on which I'd be working, and set out the fees which we had agreed, among other things.
Ms. Bensouda,
Yes.
still on your engagement letter, and you've explicitly narrated the circumstances that warranted the former Solicitor General to sign off on it on the 17th of July. But if you look at MOJ 3K itself, again, it was dated the 24th of July, 2017. But
Yes.
yet again, signed by the Solicitor General on the 17th of July, 2017. So would you still maintain your response to say that he backdated it and that was no responsibility of yours?
Well, my answer, Honorable, I'm not saying it's not my responsibility. I'm saying that in my cover letter, I informed the Solicitor General that I started work on the 17th July. And when he received the engagement letter, it was dated 24th July, he dated it 17 July 2017 as the effective date of the engagement. So I don't think there was an issue of backdating because I started work on the 17th, I informed him, and he dated it 17 July. That's really what happened.
No, you did indicate that it was backdated for accounting purposes. So,
It might
so
have
the,
been,
so
I'm
the
sure.
issue of backdating is there, which means the engagement letter is very significant in the execution of your contracts.
The engagement letter is the terms of my engagement, yes. But the effective date of my appointment is the 17th of July when I started work. But after I started, that's when I prepared the engagement letter and sent it. This was on the 24th of July. It's dated 24th of July. So,
Chair, okay. Chair, based on the submissions of Ms. Bensouda, I would request that the committee does some clarifications with the former Solicitor General, to reconcile the inconsistencies that arise between the cover letter that was submitted by Ms. Bensouda against the engagement letters. And this will be in addition to the early application I made for Ms. Bensouda to make a submission of the monthly fee notes that she earned during the course of all of them during the course of our contract. On that basis.
As regards, before you rule, as regards the fee notes are prepared and sent to the Ministry of Justice, so they should have the fee notes. I don't have the fee notes. The office would not have the fee notes.
You, Ms. Bensouda?
Yes.
So just to move back to the order, for you to produce the fee notes, yes, you may have some documents in your custody, and you were sending these documents to the Minister, Attorney General and Minister for Justice, or at the Ministry of Justice as well. But like I said before, the committee has ordered a lot of witnesses to produce documents, and some of them, these documents were not in their custody, but they've provided for the document and they produced it for the committee. So now, since you were the one sending these fee notes to the Minister of Justice, I think the application is in order for you to produce the document where possible, and then we can move on. When the committee feels to also ask the Minister of Justice about those same documents, we will definitely order for them to produce the documents as well.
Mr. Chairman, I don't want to belabor the point. You know what I call bullying, Mr. Chairman, if I may explain? To insist that I should produce documents, and if I can't find them, I should go to the Ministry of Justice and ask for the documents, when it is this committee that has the power to summon the Ministry of Justice to bring those documents. I call that bullying. I call that bullying. I have no power over the Ministry of Justice. Why should I be asked to write to the Ministry of Justice to produce documents when by your orders, by your standing orders, you are the ones who had the power to summon the Ministry of Justice to bring documents I have already sent to them? Fee notes are addressed and sent to the Ministry of Justice. They process them and pay me. They have the fee notes. I might have copies. But I said to you, I will try to find out whether my accountants have copies. I'll bring them. Then you said if my accountant doesn't have copies, I should go to the Ministry of Justice and get them. Honorable Chair, I do not think that is correct. I do not think that is right. And it's bullying.
Ms. Bensouda, I'm not sure that is bullying. Like I said earlier on, I mean, for us, I think we are treating all witnesses equal. And that was why I put that to you. Now, the application made by the member,
Yes.
as chairperson of the committee, I think it was in order. Yes, you did explain that you will check the fee notes that you have in your custody. The ones you did not have, we can get them from Minister of Justice. That's what you said.
Honorable Chair.
But I just wanted to correct the application because I think the member was in order to ask for those fee notes. And that was why I said I will have to grant the application for you to produce what you have. Then the rest that you did not have, I said, you can always write to the Minister of Justice to request for the fee note for you to produce for the committee. That's what I said.
That's what I'm saying. But Honorable Chair,
Honorable Chair,
with
if I
due
can
respect,
jump in
why?
here.
Why?
Honorable Chair, I have been trying to call your attention for a while. I think we're jumping ahead of ourselves. Perhaps if I can advise that you make the order, and once the submission is made, if there's any issues that arise, we can deal with them when they arise. But now we're dealing with hypotheticals.
So the order now, the application
The-
that the member made is for all.
Since you have
That's what I-
granted the
that's what I meant.
application,
That's what I granted. But she said the ones that she has.
yes, I believe the
produce
witness
those ones.
contention is
Then the
as
member
to the
has to-
modality of how she would obtain the documents. She has mentioned that she will go through her archives and provide the committee with what she has.
That's for the member who made the applications. I think he had to.
My
amend the
advice is
application.
that the order is made, and once it's made, and then whatever arises after that can be dealt with as they arise. Thank you. Also, Honorable Chair, I believe it's a convenient convenient point to take a break for lunch.
Okay. Thank you so much, Counsel. Then we can stick to that.
Counsel, if I may, Honorable Chair, my point is very simple. We issue fee notes and we send them to another authority. So we cannot be the custodian of something we have already sent. We send the fee notes. So perhaps it's like any accounting document. Perhaps they kept a copy. So whatever we bring will be a copy of the fee note that we have. So can I please ask that the order be amended for us to bring copies of the fee notes, because the fee notes are not in our possession. They were sent to the government so we can get paid.
I believe the order was for copies, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, thank you.
I could be wrong, but I believe the order was for copies.
No, the application was for, yes, for fee notes
Yes, the
during the
copies.
course of a contract. That was the application, and that's what is granted. That's what I said.
Yes.
So she is now asking, she'll provide fee notes that are in her possession, but not all. That's what she said.
I believe that was, Honorable Chair, if we can take a break.
Counsel. Chair. Chair.
Honorable Sir, please, yes. So the order now is for Ms. Bensouda to produce the fee notes in her possession for this committee. Okay?
Thank you, Ms. Ben. My only follow-up question is with regards to the payments that we are being paid. We are into the firm's account,
They must have been.
and then the firm should have paid you.
The fee notes would indicate the account into which the money should be paid. And I'm sure it's the firm's account. No monies are usually paid into my personal account.
When it comes to personal issues, they are also always paid into the firm's account, not into your personal account.
I work for the firm. If I accept any contract, the money is paid to the firm because I use the firm's resources and the firm will pay me. So they would be paid into the firm's account.
You know, my concern here, Auntie, is only based on one thing.
Yes.
According to your statement, you said you were engaged personally.
Yes,
And then when you were replying on your engagement, you use the firm's letterhead.
yes.
This is where the problem is. So if somebody engage you on your own personal terms to say, I am engaging Ms. Bensouda to work for me or to do this service for me without not engaging the firm, they could have written to the firm to say, we need your service. But now they only wrote to you personal to say, we need your service. And when you are replying, use the company's account. This is why the firm's, I mean, this is how to call it, letterhead. This is where the problem is. Was it right to use the firm's letterhead, or was it right for you to use your own right to reply to say, I am replying based on my own personal thing?
Sorry, I didn't understand there was a problem. As a witness, there is no problem at all. Routinely, we do this. I work for a firm. The firm giving a contract, which is in my personal capacity, and this was in my personal capacity. I provide the firm's account. The firm is paid. And what happens to the money in the firm, it's between me and the firm. So there is no problem. Perhaps I'm missing something, and that is the problem. What is the problem?
My concern
Perhaps
is,
if you tell me what your problem is or the concern is, then
my
perhaps I
concern
can
here
help
is,
you.
my concern, in case there was a default, like you defaulted,
Yes.
who would have been responsible? Was it the firm or you?
I will be responsible
So why
because the
couldn't- why didn't-
engagement letter is in my, I was the one engaged.
This is where the problem is. Because I've been in your own letter write-up than using the firm's letterhead. This is where the problem is.
Let me draw your attention to what it says in MOJ 3K. Thank you for asking that question. Perhaps I now understand what the concern. Engagement letter, you have the first page, you have the second page, and you have the third page. It's not paged, unfortunately. But there is a paragraph for responsibility for advice and services. It says, services under this letter will be my sole responsibility. No other entity or individual accepts or assumes responsibility or has any liability to the ministry or any third party for the services provided under or pursuant to these terms of engagement. I trust that you'll find these terms of engagement to be satisfactory. I should be grateful if you please countersign and return to me the enclosed duplicate copy of this letter. So it's categorically stated that the services, the whole assignment was my personal responsibility. So whether it's on a letterhead of the firm or not, to me doesn't have, it's of no significance. But nevertheless,
I think, Auntie, sorry, Miss Ben, you are very clear here to say the responsibility, it was your sole responsibility as
yes,
Miss Ben, not the firm.
yes.
So this is why we are arguing, because whether it was your sole responsibility, why did you use the firm's letterhead? This is where the problem is. Because in case of any issues, like as a legal person, for us, we are not legal. You are legally minded. But for me, I think that I'm very wise for you to use your own letter than using the firm's letterhead. If you can advise me, if you can advise me.
This is the honorable member. This is the way we operate.
Okay.
This is the way we operate. It's done. But I can tell you, this is assignment. I was engaged. I had full responsibility for the assignment. I had personal responsibility for the assignment. No member of the team that I provided, and apart from Ms. Ananjai, senior counsel, I provided 6 other interns. None of them take responsibility for the assignment. I'm fully responsible. So the rest is a matter of accounting or it's a matter of form. For me, it wasn't important. Perhaps someone else would have done it differently, but this is the way we do things, and this is the way we work.
Thank you, Ms. Ben. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sir.
Council, I think this is a convenient time for us to break for lunch and prayer, and we can resume at sharp 4. 1 hour? That's okay. Thank you. Meeting adjourned for now.
Honorable Chair, I hope you are also inviting the witness for lunch as well.
Yes, he's invited.
Thank you.
We have lunch for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.